Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Let me move this down a bit. Welcome to Bull City Hangout 331. Wow, last day of March already. Wow. I'm Pat Murray. I publish the Durham Skywriter. That's Durham's online community paper. Check it out at durhamskywriter.com. Now, it's Bull City Hangout. I tell you what's happening today in Durham, and I invite you to click on that link right there on the Durham Skywriter Facebook page. You can join me on camera, shoot the breeze, say hello, promote yourself, your business, your special event. All of that would be great. It would also be great if you go ahead and share this out so that more people here in Durham can find out what indeed is happening. So let's get started. Let me, there they are. Put on my specs and move my keyboard out of the way. My desktop is a little crowded because I've been getting back into music production and I've got speakers and cables and stuff all over the place. But anyway, let me get started here. Oh, big shout out to Bull City Woodshop. Check it out. So this is the modern design. They don't always go right across. So now they're going on the side there because they're cool like that. Bull City Woodshop. Actually, you need to know about this place. It's on Pettigrew, right off of Bacon. Hey, William's here. Hey, William. You put your comment on stage, on camera there, on screen, where he's saying, good afternoon, Durham, NC from NCCU, North Carolina Central University. And David's here saying, nice shirt, buddy. Indeed. Yeah, I'm going to talk about it in just a sec. And William is saying, love this when he says it. It's a beautiful day in the Bull City. You know that's right. Afternoon, buddies. Fist bump from Dave. He always gives us a beautiful fist bump. So here's the deal about Bull City Woodshop. They had a big... it was a ribbon cutting of if you go up and down Pettigrew, you'll notice that there's this building with this beautiful new mural on it. And in fact, let me see if I think I have last week's listings on the Let's Go page. I'm going to find the artist's name because this new mural is celebrating woodworking and Bull City Woodshop. Now, let me tell you what they do. So they have classes for adults that we pay for when we participate. You can make things like benches and mailboxes and things and stuff. They also have classes where you can learn how to use power tools like routers and whatnot. And then, so we pay for the classes that we take as adults. And then that helps to pay for the free classes that they offer for kids. And it's wonderful when you work with your hands and you learn how to make stuff, especially if you're entrepreneurial, if you know what I'm saying. So it's a wonderful program. So they have this big, let me tell you, let me see if I kept last week's listing. There it is. Do I have the artist's name? Anushka Srinivasan. She is the muralist. So when you drive by, it's near Bacon and it's on Pettigrew. You'll see this beautiful mural by Anushka Srinivasan. Her family was there. It was so nice just to celebrate. Also, so like I said, they have these after school and other things like summer camps. You need to check it out if you have a kid, especially if you have a restless kid who really needs to learn how to slow down, concentrate on something, focus, measure things. They say measure twice, cut once, that sort of thing. And like I said, when you learn how to make stuff, like you see this right here, this is a bookshelf. I made that. It's real crude, but I didn't have to pay a whole lot of money to make it. I also made, I have a big case, like a bookcase that I made. It's in my, I guess you can call it a laundry room, with my paints and my buckets of stuff and things. I have a CD bookcase that I made, a CD case that I made. It's in my other bedroom. And then I made 4 bookcases. So it's really nice when you learn how to make stuff. You don't have to pay for stuff or overpay for stuff. You have to pay for wood and tools, of course. So And Dave, yeah. Oh, thanks for wording it that way. So Dave is saying sounds like a great place to get some projects done. I'm glad you put it that way because not only do they have classes where you learn how to make things, and then like I said, free classes for kids, but they also have a level of membership where you can become a member and then you can use their tools and work on your projects. Thanks for mentioning that, Dave. He's not even here in North Carolina and he's helping me. So they have like routers, nailers, the chop saws, um, all the tools, lathe, um, whatever tools you need for woodworking, they have it. So yeah, it's a wonderful, wonderful place. So I think you need to check it out. It might be a cool place to do something with your kid. I know they have kids classes, but I think they will allow a child of a certain age to use. I think you have to be a certain age to use power tools, but they do start the kids off with the hand tools. It's good to know how to measure and how to actually saw with the real saw as opposed to just using the chop saw. And they have where you screw things in, and they have the with the wrenches and all that stuff. It's a great way to like get a handle on your. How can I put this? It's a good way. It's like self expression. Making your own stuff, designing your own things. Like I said, my stuff, the stuff that I make is pretty crude. It's very basic, but I'm still at the very very early beginner level, and it's a thrilling thing. Check out Bull City Woodshop when you have the time. I think the official address is 1912 Pettigrew Street, off of Bacon. Okay, so let me continue here. I'm not even on the Let's Go page. I'm not supposed to be on the Let's Go page. Let me go back to the Word page. So let's get started officially with the show. Tell you what's going on today. So today's Tuesday, so the libraries are open until 8. Bragtown closes at 6. They reopen tomorrow at 9:30, and Bragtown reopens at 10. Okay, and let us see very quickly oh, wait a minute, are there any vacancies? There are vacancies this week. The city usually has vacancies where you can help out by joining these committees, these subcommittees, these commissions, boards, etc. If you have special knowledge in these areas or just special interest in these areas. So let the city know by end of day tomorrow that you want to fill the vacancy on either the Carolina Theater of Durham Board of Trustees, the Human Relations Commission, or the Workforce Development Board. That's really important, finding jobs and letting people know about them. That's super awesome. So if you want to, if you're interested in any of these positions, then click on the link, see what is expected of you once you join. And then if you're still interested, yeah, let the city know by end of day tomorrow. Okay, let's see if Durham Tech has anything going on. And you know what? This is the last day that I can actually announce this, but the end of the LEAP program for the year is today. Let me find it real quick. I'm not going to say it's too late, but you can only sign up through the end of March, and that is today. So if you're just now hearing about this program, maybe you can get in at the last minute. But basically, it's the LEAP program is the Low Income Energy Assistance Program to catch you up with your heating bill, so that when you need to turn on the heat, your family can still stay warm. And you might say, well, it's just about summertime. Why should we worry about that now? Well, if you've fallen behind and never caught up, then when it gets cold again later this year, you might not have heat when you need it in October or November, whenever it starts getting really cold. So you want to make sure that you're all caught up. So if you need to catch up, sign up for this program. DSS will pay $300, $400, or $500 to your account. They don't give you the money; they give it to Duke Energy, wherever you're getting your heat, and then hopefully you'll be all caught up and ready to go for the next time you need heat. You can turn it on and feel comfortable. There you go. So you go through DSS. I have all the different ways that you can sign up, either online, make a quick phone call, whatever. So jump on that right now if you're just now hearing about it and you know you need it. So jump on it right now, right after the show, or you can jump off now and just watch the rest of the show later, because I want you to take advantage of that. I also want to make sure that DSS spends all of that money, because you know how it goes with grants. If you don't spend all the money, the government figures, oh, you don't need so much, we'll give you less next year. They don't want that. So help them help us. Okay, let's check with Durham Tech and see if there are any classes for budding entrepreneurs, with today being the 31st. Well, here's a class. Now, these classes are online and they are free. They're on Zoom, they're live, which means you can ask questions. So let's see, there's a class from 5 until 7 tonight. Food business, strength in numbers, how your menu shows up in financial forecasting and reporting. So this is about the business of running a food business. So that's going to be today from 5 until 7. Here's another class from 6 until 7:30. SEO made easy, that's search engine optimization. That's getting found on the internet. SEO made easy, finally get found on Google. Definitely want to check that out. That's from 6 until 7:30. Here's one more from 6 until 8. How to bill and collect for your small business services. Yeah, I mean, you're charging people for whatever service you're offering, and you want to be able to collect, right? So, yeah. So that's, you can find out, I guess, the best ways to do that from 6 until 8 this evening. Okay, and while I'm here, let's check with SCORE. SCORE is the Service Corps of Retired Executives. And let's see, very quickly, there's a lot on this page. Let's see, wait a minute. See, I almost passed it. Wait, let me check with legal aid. Let me see if legal aid has a class today. Because sometimes they have classes too. Let's see. Today's the 31st. Okay, the next class is next Tuesday. Okay, I had to check. Okay, now back down to SCORE. Service Corps Retired. By the way, not only do they have classes, sometimes in person, most of the time online, they also have mentors. So you can get a mentor and they can help guide you as you start your business. So let's see. SCORE does have a class today, and it will be on Zoom starting at 1 o'clock. So you might want to sign up for that right now. Implement AI, that is artificial intelligence. You've heard all about it, Chat GPT, etc. Implement AI in your business from AI overwhelm to action. A lot of us are hearing so much about AI, we just don't even know where to start. So you can find out where to start by taking this class from 1 until 2. It's on Zoom, and you can definitely sign up right now. Now, sometimes legal aid and sometimes SCORE has to charge for a class because they both have had pretty severe funding cuts. So this particular class is $15. So I hope you don't mind that. That's going to be today, though, from 1 until 2. Okay, let's go to your health page. To your health. Let's see. There we go. Okay. Let's see. Wait, today's the 31st. Okay, I was just checking NAMI Durham. They don't have anything going on today. Okay, let's check for the blood drives, where you can literally save lives by donating blood. Let's see. 31st. Okay, the American Red Cross does not have a blood drive today, but they will tomorrow. They'll have a crew at the Durham Early College High School. 41 Moore Drive, Moore, 41 Moore Drive from 9 until 2 tomorrow. And they'll also have another crew at NCCU over there by where William is, North Carolina Central University's new student center, 500 Nelson Street, and they'll be there from 9 until 2:30. Then we'll have another crew at the Duke Regional Hospital's Behavioral Health Center, 3643 North Roxborough Street, and they'll be there tomorrow from 9 until 3. Okay, let's check with the blood connection. Let's see if they have any blood drives. They do the same thing. Okay, nothing to, they're taking some time off. They're taking off a whole week. Okay, so we'll next hear from them on April 10th. That's like a week and a half away. Okay, they deserve it. They work hard. Okay, like one, I hate when people blow their noses on camera. I'll be right. They talk among yourselves real quick. Real quick. Okay, I'm back. Okay, this is a casual show. Yeah, okay. So I couldn't do that probably if I were an official like WRAL big time reporter. But anyway, we continue. So the Health Equipment Loan Program, that's tomorrow. They're open 2 days a week. Tuesdays 10 to 2, and then Fridays 1 to 5. So the Health Equipment Loan Program, where people like you and me, just regular folks, we donate things we don't need that help with self-transport and self-care. For example, wheelchair, walkers, the kind with the wheels and without the wheels. Let's see, canes, crutches, things to help you in the bathroom, like the raised toilet seats. That's very important especially if you're getting old. Bedside commode. I don't think it's listed here, but I thought they weren't accepting those anymore. But anyway, the toilet safety frames, which is really cool. You put that around the toilet that helps the older person or injured person lower themselves onto the toilet seat, hopefully raised, and to help you get back up. Those are really good. So if you have something like that to donate, they would love that. Also, like tub transfer benches for people who are in a wheelchair, and then you get to like slide over to the your tub bench in your bathtub. So that's very important. So anyway, I have a whole list of things that they accept and need. This is run by Durham County, by the way. So once you make your donation of whatever item, they disinfect it, they repair it if it needs repairing, then they loan them out for 3 months at a time to people who need them. It's really great for people who don't have money or they don't have insurance or they need something for a short period, like if they're injured as opposed to disabled, and they know they're only going to need something for a couple of months as they recover from their injury, or maybe they're just out of the hospital or whatever. So it's also great for people, maybe someone elderly or disabled is coming to visit for a while. So you might want to get something to help them along. Like I said, in the restroom or bedroom or whatever. So check it out. It's open 2 days a week. Today, the Health Equipment Loan Program, which, by the way, is at 4206 North Roxborough Street, not too far from the cookout. And so you go there and you make your donation. And then they, like I said, they loan them out for 3 months at a time. You don't have to give in order to receive. If you simply need something, just head over there today. As long as you're there before 2, they can probably help you out. Now, they're also open on Fridays from 1 until 5, if today's too soon. But yeah, so if you find something around the house that they could use, they would really appreciate it. Okay, let's go to the top of the page and click on that health events button and see if there's anything going on. Let's see. Let me see. Today's the 31st. Looks like nothing special is happening today. Okay, nothing today. So let's hop over to the Senior Scope page. And let's see what's happening at the Durham Center for Senior Life, which is at 406 Rigsby Avenue downtown. And actually, I was announcing yesterday the reason why I did my show early. I thought I was going to this grand opening where they were going to make the official announcement that JFK Towers is now a satellite, an activity satellite of the Durham Center for Senior Life. And I got all the way down there and they said, well, it's postponed. It's going to be on another date. We don't know the date yet. So I'll let you know. I'll let you know when that date is. For whatever reason, it didn't happen yesterday, but I got to see people and meet people and saw the pool table and all that sort of thing. So let me tell you what's going on there. Today, with it being Tuesday, you can play Pinochle, that card game. You can play that all afternoon. They have Kings in the Corner starting at 2:30. Those two card games you can play until 6:45 because now the Durham Center for Senior Life is open late on Tuesdays and Thursdays until like 7 o'clock, which is awesome. Especially now that it's lighter later. Okay, they're already in session. The Golden Genie Dance Troupe class is going on right now. And Dave is saying, sorry you didn't get your ribbon. You know, I love a good ribbon cutting. But you know what? They're going to reschedule it. So, yeah. I did, like I said, I attended the ribbon cutting over there at Bull City Woodshop. So that was good. Like I say, you can't beat a good ribbon cutting, especially when someone's being honored and the family's there. It's just so sweet. Anyway, we continue. What else is happening this afternoon? Bingo size, which is bingo and exercise all together. That starts at 1. Quilt making at 1. Make a quilt. The Arthritis Foundation exercise program at 2:15. DCSL band practice, yes. They have a band. They play Motown and pop hits. They're really great. So they're going to be rehearsing in the theater. You might want to tiptoe in and listen in if you like good live music. That's going to be at 2 o'clock this afternoon. Women's pool, yes, women can play billiards from 4 until 4:45. Of course, we're welcome always as long as the center is open. But this is especially for the women, especially for those who want to learn how to play billiards. Now, tomorrow, the Balavizex, that's a new word, it was made up. And basically, it's a playful set of activities with beanbags and rubber balls that challenge your balance, your hand-eye coordination, and focus. So you can call and register for this free class by calling 919-688-8247 and extension 110 and get in on that. That's going to be tomorrow at 8:40. Also having at 8:40, they're going to have muscle pump, which is a full body workout, and you'll see a red FB next to it. That means that you can watch. It's 8:40 is a little early for some of us, and you might not be fully dressed yet, so you can participate by watching from the Durham Center for Senior Life Facebook page. There you go. That's what the red FB means. They're also going to have a Joy of Sketching and Drawing class. It's going to be tomorrow at 8:45. French 1 class at 10. Total body workout at 10. That's on Facebook. The quick drawing class at 10. Ping pong at 10. And the Hispanic Heritage Group, they have fun activities in Spanish from 10 until 2 tomorrow. Okay, let me check for the special events real quick. Let's see. Okay, nothing today. And of course, tomorrow is April 1st. So I don't have a schedule yet. They release the schedule usually on the first day of the month. So I don't have it just yet. So it might take a couple of days for me to get the schedule and get it all typed out. Now, let's go to the Let's Go calendar of events page. And let's see what's scheduled for today. There's a lot of fun things happening today. Let's get started. Right now, the Toastmasters Club, the City Talk Toastmasters Club, they're meeting on Zoom right now as we speak. I've got the link so you can drop it. I mean, it's already in session, but I'm just letting you know it's happening right now. So you probably don't want to tiptoe into that late because it's on Zoom. Might be a little embarrassing. But just to let you know, they do reuse the same link so you can go next time. Just check with the Skywriter and see when they're meeting next. Now, it is spring break for the kids. So Wheels Durham, the skating rink, rollers, I'm just trying to say it together, roller skating rink, that is at 715 North Hoover Road. now owned by the city, by the way, in case you didn't know. So they're hosting the Spring Break Skate for the kids. They have 2 sessions every day this week. Well, Monday's past, but through Friday, noon to 2:30, and then another session 3 to 5:30. Each session costs $13 to get in for skaters. And if you are, an adult age 18 plus, and you're only there to watch the little ones, your kids, your little cousins or neighbors or whoever you took to the rink, and you don't plan to skate, so you pay $4. But the skaters pay $13. So you can always rent skates if you don't own skates. Skate rental. Skate rental is $6. $7 if you're a fancy rollerblader. So that should be lots and lots of fun. Spring Break Skate. Again, noon to 2:30, and then 3 to 5:30, all the way through Friday. Now, if you're a Christian pastor and you like pizza, not pizza, you like tacos, and you want to meet with other pastors to see what's going on at their churches and get some ideas for like grants and activities, etc., outreach, getting people back into the churches, the pastor's lunch will be held. First, it is hosted by the Tri-West Network, and they're going to host it at Chubby's Tacos, 4711 Hope Valley Road. That's in the Woodcroft Shopping Center. They start at 1 o'clock, so you might want to start heading over that way if you are a pastor and you want to meet other Christian pastors. Okay, so I told you about Spring Break Skate, 3 to 5:30. Now, Chauncey Taylor is hosting the Bull City Double Dutch Meetup. So if you like jump rope, that's going to happen tonight, 5:30 until 6:30 in Hillside Park, 1301 South Roxborough Street in the basketball court. So you can bring your own jump rope. Of course, you bring 2 for double Dutch. I wonder if they jump double Irish. I wonder if people jump double Irish anymore. I don't know if you know about that. Double Dutch, you're turning the rope like this, and double Irish, you turn it the other way. I don't even know if they do that anymore. But anyway, that's going to be tonight. It's a free event, and ropes will not be provided. They don't know how many people are going to show up. So bring your own ropes. Of course, like I said, bring 2 for double Dutch. And that should be lots of fun. And I wonder if people still compete with jump rope, because that's double Dutch is kind of a big deal. At least it used to be. But yeah, I think it still is. Anyway, that's going to be really fun. That's going to be, again, Hillside Park, 1301 South Roxborough Street at the basketball court. And there is a little cute parking lot right there off of South Roxborough. You'll find it when you turn in there. Now, there's another way you could also park at WD Hill. And I think part of it's blocked off, though. I don't know if you can walk through anymore. It might be smarter to go ahead and park off of South Roxborough. And then you're right there at the basketball court. Also happening tonight, this is where I'm going. I'm going to I'm going to try to go to the Double Dutch meetup and do a little video showing people jump rope. And then I'm going to hop over to the Elizabeth Street UMC. And that church is at 1209 North Elizabeth Street. They have a free community meal once a month. That's going to be tonight from 6 until 7:30. It's free. You enjoy a pleasant meal you don't have to be a church person. It's for the community. You just go there, have fun, you meet people, have a beautiful little meal. Now, you enter the back way. So when you park in the parking lot, you go through the parking lot, and you'll see the playground. You go down the stairs, and that's the fellowship room. They're going to have an Easter-inspired celebration of spring. So they're going to have like Easter specials. So you don't have to be Christian, even though I'm referring to Easter. Easter specials, like hopefully they're going to have hot cross buns. That was a big childhood favorite. But I guess they're going to probably have, what's Easter food? Ham, hard-boiled eggs, I don't know what else is Easter food. I have no idea. But anyway, that's going to be tonight from 6 until 7:30. Oh, if you can't make it down the stairs, if you're using a wheelchair, then you go from the parking lot, then you go between the buildings. That you see two buildings, so you go between the two buildings. Then there's a ramp that you can use, and then you can access the fellowship hall via the ramp. I don't want you to feel left out just because you have a wheelchair. Okay, so that's from 6 until 7:30. Now, here's another special event. Like I always say, Wheels Durham, they know how to do it up. They love to do special events at the roller skating rink. So tonight, from 6 until 8:30, Cowabunga Pizza Skate tonight in celebration of, what are those turtles called? The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So I think you're going to meet them there, if I'm not mistaken. So anyway, we'll be celebrating them with the Cowabunga Pizza Skate tonight from 6 until 8:30. Admission for skaters is $20. I think that's the most they've ever required. But that does include, this is why it's $20. It includes skate rentals and unlimited slices of cheese pizza. Now, usually if you're a non-skater, you pay $4. This time, non-skaters pay $10. And you're paying more, again, because you're getting pizza. And if I'm not mistaken, that was the favorite food of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And of course, they were saying turtle power. Yes, I do remember when they first started, because that was their big, actually they were saying Cowabunga, although I think, didn't Snoopy start that phrase, Cowabunga? Was it Snoopy from Charlie Brown? I think. Anyway, it was adopted by the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and pizza was their favorite food. And Dave was saying, yes, please. Yeah, come on up to North Carolina, Dave. Yeah. There's something else. Now, if you're a fan of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, I don't know if you remember there was a, the TV shows copy off of one another. So as the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles grew in popularity, there was a syndicated spin-off show called the Cyber. It was a terrible show. I loved it. It was horrible. About these teens. There was a bad guy who was always raining on the parade of these happy teens. And they were like so-called computer nerds. And one kid would enter the computer and become a the cyber squad. Oh, it was what was the name of that show? It was a something cyber squads. Anyway, it was a horrible show. It was one of my favorites of all time. Anyway, let me continue. Happening later on tonight from 6 until 8. It's not later on, but the next event for tonight is the Glass Jog Run Club. They will meet in the Parkwood Ballpark, 5200 Revere Road, right before 6 o'clock. Then they start running at 6 until 9 o'clock or so. So it's all up to you. You can join either the 2-mile walk or the 5K jog and run. It's totally non-competitive. It's just people out getting fresh air, basically, and making friends and hanging out. So you do the walk or the jog or the run. Strollers are welcome. We know it's not competitive when people are bringing out the strollers. Strollers are welcome. Friendly, well-behaved dogs on leashes are welcome. So you can, you're walking and running at your own pace. It's a free event ending at the Glass Jug Beer Lab. Of course, you don't have to go in if you don't drink, but that's where it ends at 5410 Highway 55. So that should be a nice way to celebrate this good weather. Last but not least, the Tuesday Blues Jam. That's from 7 until 10 at the Blue Note Grill downtown at 709 Washington Street. If you play guitar or bass and you want to join in the jam session, you don't have to worry about bringing an amp. You can use one of their amps, which is very thoughtful. It's free admission, but of course, The Blue Note Grill is a restaurant, so they would love it if you would order something to eat. But yeah, it's free admission. You can hop on stage once you get the nerve. You sign up first, hop on stage and join them, singing and playing saxophone or bass or whatever. So that again is going to be from 7 until 10 tonight. Now tomorrow, Echo NC, they're hosting 1 Million Cups in Durham. And what that is kind of like a celebration of entrepreneurship. They meet over there at the Reese City Network, 112 Broadway Street, which is downtown. So it starts officially at 9, but you get there at 8:30 so you can get some coffee and meet the people and, hang out and do some, what's that word, some schmoozing, so to speak. And then 2 speakers, usually 2 entrepreneurs, they speak about their companies, their businesses, and they answer questions. So it's to celebrate entrepreneurship, but also to encourage people who want to start businesses. And maybe they need some information about what it's like to start a business, because very often people are starting as entrepreneurs just like solo. Just like trying it out to see if it works. So it's also good to meet people who have started their own businesses, and you get to hear about their challenges, how they got started with maybe no money or very little money. You might have a big idea but little money. So check this out. It's a free event, and it's tomorrow starting at 8:30. The rabies vaccination clinic, which is run by the Durham County Sheriff's Office's Animal Services Division, is tomorrow. They do it on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. 3005 Glen Road. It gets started with your phone call. And then once you, set your appointment, then you go in there with your pet and $10 exact change. Bell Yeager Free Will Baptist Church at 128 East Cornwallis Road. They're going to have a food giveaway tomorrow morning. That will be from 10 until noon. The need is still there, so don't get there at 10. Get there before 10 because they start lining up early. If you want to help out by being a volunteer, I've got the phone number right there, so you can call. Catholic Charities, they have the Durham Community Food Pantry, and they run the food pantry from the Lakewood Shopping Center, 2020 Chapel Hill Road. So they do this on Wednesdays and Thursdays from 10 until 1. So you can go there once a month. So if you've already gone, tomorrow is April 1st. Yes, everybody can go tomorrow, but I'm just saying, once you've gone, you can only go once a month, so you can go to the other one. And the other one being Bell Yeager, if you still need food. But anyway, tomorrow's April 1st, so you can stop in tomorrow between 10 and 1. They speak Spanish there. They also have someone there who speaks French. Now, when you speak to the social worker, let them know if you can't have pork or if you can't have dairy, and they'll make a substitution. You'll walk out of there with a week's worth of groceries. Also, now it'll be April 1st, so they might not have their allotment of diapers just yet. It's only the first day tomorrow. So they'll probably tell you that you might have to come back if you need diapers. But yes, they do give away diapers on Wednesdays and Thursdays also. They have the little ones, newborn up to toddler sizes, and then they also have the big ones for adults. So if you're a caregiver and you need help, definitely stop by, and they'll let you know because they have to go pick them up once a month. So they probably won't have them tomorrow. Okay. And again, spring break skate tomorrow, noon until 2:30. Admission for skaters is $13. Read about it on the Let's Go page. So you go to DurhamSkyWriter.com, and then the Let's Go page is the calendar of events page. Okay, let us go ahead and let's check the weather, shall we? Where's my phone? Let's check the weather. Let's see. Ooh, special weather statement. It doesn't say what the statement is. I guess I have to click on it. As far as I know, it's nice. Let's see what they're saying. Okay. Increased risk of wildfires. The combination of low relative humidity, gusty winds, and very dry fuels. And that's like if you're in the forest or the woods, the ground cover is very, very dry right now. So we are urged to properly dispose of cigarette butts. I suggest that you don't smoke. I'm just saying, okay. Anyway, properly dispose of cigarette butts, matches, and other flammable items in appropriate containers. And every now and then I have a neighbor that burns stuff in their garbage can. Yeah, don't do that. Yeah, don't do that. Okay, now let's go to the weather forecast. So it's 75 degrees right now. It's beautiful out. The high today is 79. Love that. Mostly sunny. Love it. Now it looks like the sun will be playing peekaboo starting at around 2 o'clock ish. That's okay. Sunset at 7:36. That's a lot better. The high is 79. Loving that. Now tomorrow the high will be 83 and sunny. Oh, partly sunny. 83 tomorrow, 80 Thursday, loving that. 78 Friday, 81 Saturday, rainy and 75 on Sunday. Still not bad. But yeah, right now 75 going up to 79. Love it. Love it. Wind gusts up to 21 miles per hour. Yeah, for us, that's pretty windy. Now, yesterday I was talking to my sister over the phone, and she said that in Chicago it got up to 80 degrees. I'm like, how is it warmer in Chicago? Hey, Malachi's here, saying, "Hey, everyone. Hey, Malachi. Hope you're doing well. Let me know if you happen to know, Malachi, when they start the like on Thursdays at Lion Park when they give away the food again. Don't they start in April? Let me know. Yeah, let me know. You don't have to let me know right now, but yeah, let me know." And Dave is saying, "Welcome, stream buddy. Have a great afternoon." Thank you, Dave. Fist bump. Thank you, Dave. Love it when you're here. Appreciate you being here. Malachi, very happy to see you here, of course. William, when he's here. Love William when he says hi to us as well. And with it, I think that is it for today's show. I'm going to head out and do some senior things. So you have a beautiful afternoon. Let's see. I think I'm live all this week. Let's see. Ooh. Oh, wait. I'm looking at March. Wait. Tomorrow's April. I think I have an all-day event tomorrow. I sure do. I will not be doing Bull City Hangout tomorrow. I'm going to a workshop, a community health worker networking event at Durham Tech, and it's all day tomorrow. So I will not be doing Bull City Hangout tomorrow. And then Thursday's Passover. Okay. And then Friday is Good Friday. Oh, we're just celebrating everything. I mean, we had Eid and Ramadan and Easter is Sunday, and we're just celebrating everything, and I love it. I love it. But I will not be doing Bull City Hangout tomorrow. Okay. But Thursday and Friday, yes, I'll be doing the show. Okay. So that is it for today's show. You have a beautiful afternoon, and I'll see you Thursday. Ciao for now.